Welcome to Basic Brewing Radio for Thursday, April 23rd, 2026. I'm James Spencer. Here at Basic Brewing Radio, we're all about home brewing. This week, it's our dry-hopped hop sampler experiment. Following a suggestion from listener Clayton, I try adding different amounts of dry hop to a hop sampler. Tasting along with me will be Josh Secor from Gambit Brewing, Adam Ross from Twin Span Brewing, homebrewer Scott Housel, author and professional brewer at Iron Bridge Ice House, Chris Colby, and from 2 Mile Brewing, Sean Terrell, and Matt Giovanisi from Brew Cabin and Swim University. It's a full house. If you want to support us financially, check out patreon.com/basicbrewing, and many thanks to everybody who's helping out in that way. If you go to patreon.com/basicbrewing, you can see a long list of stuff that you can access if you sign up as a supporter. Financial supporters have already seen the video I'm planning to post on Friday to the general public. It's about a Belgian-inspired beer brewed with brown sugar and New Zealand Motueka hops. A dang tasty beer. Steve and I compare the bottled version to the one pressure carbonated in the keg. Along with the early release, financial supporters got the recipe and a behind-the-scenes video to go along with it. And financial supporters will get a bonus episode that we recorded after we recorded the show you're listening to now. So a bonus audio episode from today's content. Again, thanks if you're going the extra mile. I brewed another hop sampler this week. This time it was with French hops. I used Aramis, Triskel, and Elixir. Looking forward to tasting how those come out. Don't forget that we now have brewer logbooks in stock at basicbrewingshop.com. Some of y'all are buying multiple copies. They make great gifts for your fellow homebrewing friends. From one shameless plug to another, our friends at Imperial Yeast are re-releasing L55 Kanpai, the most requested seasonal from 2025. Clean, crisp, and smooth, Imperial L55 Kanpai gives you crystal clear results because of its high flocculation. Light, drinkable body with a real depth of flavor and a crisp, dry finish. L55 Kanpai is also versatile, well-suited for classic rice lagers and modern twists alike. You may remember that I brewed a rice lager with yuzu and ginger flavor added. That was a fun beer. We love Imperial. With 200 billion cells in each easy-to-open package, I like to say my stir plate is dusty because I don't use it anymore to make starters for moderate gravity 5-gallon batches, and my airlocks are usually bubbling before bedtime. Imperial L55 Kanpai is available through June 5th, so ask your local homebrew store for it, and as always, you can check out all the dependable deliciousness at imperialyeast.com. It's imperialyeast.com. Okay, apologies to listener Clayton, who I called Trevor for some reason during the recording. Whoops. Note that Sean joins us a bit late, and he has some technical issues, but he rejoins us eventually, so we're glad about that. Oh, and one bit of very good news, Chris Colby has since announced that he's now the head brewer at Iron Bridge Ice House. So congratulations to Chris. Here we go. Everybody, welcome to the Hop Sampler Dry Hop Edition. Josh Secor from Gambit Brewing in St. Paul, Minnesota. Welcome.
Hey, you guys.
I introduced you first because you supplied the hops for this. I think I still have some more hops. I can't remember what it is that I've got in the basement, but there's one more bag of hops down there that I haven't dug into, maybe. Or no, wait.
Perfect.
No, I did. It was the Motueka, and I used that for another beer. So,
ooh, all right. Fancy.
it was a gift that kept on giving.
Yeah.
Scott Housel, home brewer or ham brewer. No, you're not a ham brewer. You're meat free. So you're fake ham brewer. No, home brewer down in Florida. Welcome.
Thanks for having me on, James.
Let's see how I can screw up everybody else. I'm on a roll. Adam Ross from Twin Span Brewing in Bettendorf, Iowa.
Always a pleasure.
Matt Giovanisi from Brew Cabin and Swim University up there in Colorado.
Yep. Thanks for having me again.
And the assistant brewer and father of hard seltzers professionally now, working as assistant brewer for Iron Bridge Ice House in Bastrop, Texas. Chris Colby.
I also wrote some books.
Yeah, author of the Homebrew Recipe Bible.
Just saying, there you go.
Methods of Modern Home Brewing and How to Make Hard Seltzer. So we'll start with you, Chris. You actually made a big old batch of hard seltzer. How did it go?
Yeah, I boiled some sugar water.
It's better than any beer you've ever had.
I brewed it. It turned out crystal clear. It turned out the only aroma in it had a slight apple like aroma to it, and I bubbled some CO2 through it in the bright tank several days in a row, and that knocked it way down. And then it just got to the point where some of the people there came over and sampled it, and I was like, I don't know how many more days it's going to take to knock all that apple, aroma away. And they're like, why bother? It's because there's going to be, there's a blank hard seltzer. There's no flavor to it. And they're going to add stuff at the bar. So that's going to either completely cover up the apple aroma, or the apple aroma is going to
compliment,
just be there. So yeah, it turned out okay.
Yeah. Excellent. You're self-denigrating. Is that a good word? But
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I think that's a major achievement. I think you should be proud.
I think I would have rather have brewed literally any other beer.
Brown ale?
Even brown ale.
Oh, nice.
I wouldn't have been happy about it, but I would have been like, yeah, okay.
Ooh, brown seltzer.
Ooh,
Brown seltzer. Oh, that is.
It's my name.
Yeah, that's a deliciously awful idea.
Well,
the worst of every possible world.
And to add to your Eeyore situation, your samples of this beer that we're going to taste, or beers, got smashed somewhere in the ship at the Austin terminal. They got shipped and smashed and thrown away. So poor Chris doesn't have it. He's going to be drinking beers, but they're going to be different from what we're drinking.
I guarantee you he guesses it right anyway.
Yeah.
I'm totally going to nail the hops.
That's going to be hilarious if he gets it right without even having the beers in front of him. He's like the Kreskin of craft beer. Well, what we're doing today is we are sampling. Trevor, I think, was the name of the listener who wrote in saying, "Hey, why don't you dry hop the beers?" I think it was Trevor. If not, I'll insert it here. It was actually Clayton. Sorry, Clayton. Okay, so he wrote in saying, why aren't you dry hopping these beers? And basically, my answer was because I'm lazy. So I decided to try it. So what we're going to do is we're going to taste one sample that has no dry hopping, one sample that has a little dry hopping, and one sample that has twice as much as that dry hopping. So why don't we go ahead and these are randomized. We've got beers with duct tape over the caps. Why don't we go ahead and open beer number one? It doesn't have very much of a hiss.
I got plenty.
Oh, mine was good, yeah.
Oh. So we'll pour that, and I'll talk about the recipe. Sean Terrell, probably because I screwed up, he may be, if he joins us, he'll be joining us a little late. Sean Terrell from 2 Mile Brewing in Leadville, Colorado. I screwed up. Okay, so what we got here is 3 quarts plus 14 ounces, or 110 ounces of water, or 3.25 liters. And into that, I brought it up to like 140 degrees Fahrenheit. And then I put in 1 pound or 450 grams of Pilsen light dry malt extract and mixed it in for each of these batches. Then I brought it just up to the boil, and just as it was boiling, I shut off the heat and I added 21 grams of cashmere at about 7% alpha acid. I didn't have the exact number. And then I did a 10-minute hop stand, chilled it, transferred it to a jug, and then in each of the batches, I put 3 grams of Safale US-05. Fermented that So on the 7th, I brewed it. On the 12th, I dry hopped with half an ounce or 14 grams in one of the batches and 1 ounce or 28 grams in the second. And the first one I left alone. I swirled all of them up so that even the one that didn't have any hops, I swirled up to treat it equally, and then swirled up the other two so that the hops would be just, integrated into the beer. And then I bottled on the January 21st. So, and then how I did that was I kind of used a fine mesh bag as an auto siphon condom, and I used it in all 3 of the batches. I put the little auto siphon into the bag, and then put that into the beer, and then siphoned through that to keep as much hop debris out as possible. I only got 6 beers or 7. I guess I got.
Must be at least 7.
Yeah. Well, I got 7 because I have no extras. So I got 7 instead of the 8 that I usually do.
And then one got destroyed.
And then somebody from UPS is drinking the other one or has drunk the other one.
James, auto siphon condoms don't prevent all hops from carrying over.
Yeah, they got a lot of holes.
Yeah.
I knew I was opening myself.
So the dry hops went in directly to the fermenter with no bag or anything.
Correct.
Okay.
Correct. Because I thought, number one, I was doing it inside a 1 gallon jug. And I didn't want to invest in, more equipment like little buckets or something.
Yeah.
So
it's like Ace Ventura working for UPS in Austin? Like, because normally your beers, when they come, they're like bomb proof. There's like 3 layers.
Yeah.
3 layers of bubble tape over them. And then they're like, how did they destroy that package? Like, or did they have just like monkeys working there?
they tried really. They the Samsonite. Remember the Samsonite commercials
Yeah,
from the 70s with the
with the
gorillas?
gorilla? Yeah. Man.
Straight from the 70s. And the hops, I didn't say the hops that I was using. Did I say cashmere? We'll talk about what the character that we're supposed to be tasting in a bit. So this is the first beer. I haven't had a chance to taste because I've been talking. Does anybody have any opinions?
I'm excited to try cashmere because I use it all the time, but never by itself. I've never once had, I don't even know if I've had anyone else's 100% cashmere beer. So
I've had a couple 100% cashmere beers that I really liked. I think I've used it in a pale ale by itself once a long time ago. But it's one of my favorite hops. I love it. Pairs really well with everything, I feel like. Yeah, there's a beer probably I'll make in the next couple of weeks that's a Citra Cashmere Hazy that is one of my favorites that we make. So
yeah, our house hazy is El Dorado, Cashmere, and Sabro, so really tropical. And then this kind of brings it down back into this kind of herbal, green kind of space out of the tropical fruit.
So what are you tasting, Josh?
So to me, it's kind of grapefruity, a little mango, and I don't know. Soft is not a flavor, but cashmere to me always tastes soft. No matter what beer I put it in, brings a cool softness to stuff.
And Sean Terrell has just entered the building, ladies and gentlemen. We just got started, Sean. Can you hear us okay?
I can hear you just fine. Are we actually live?
Yeah, well, not live, but live to tape.
Live. Okay, we're recording.
We're starting. We just opened the first beer number 1. So if you want to, and I can bring you up to speed eventually on the process. But we're sampling 1 non-dry hopped beer, and then 2 others that have been dry hopped with differing levels of hoppage. And it's our task to figure which one is which.
I taste beer. I love this. number one.
Mm.
I don't know why. Like, I don't know what I can't pick out the flavor profile. Maybe it is just the word soft. But I kind of feel like this is a really good, like, West Coast Pilsner.
Oh,
is what I'm getting.
interesting.
It doesn't bring to mind your grandma's ashtray.
It's not that good. It's not that level of good.
It's not that good.
That's how poor my palate is like it needs to be ashtray level flavor for me to get it.
Well, I've got some descriptors, but I'm going to let Scott go before I say them.
Yeah, I feel like there's a texture to it, which I think I agree with Matt. It's really good, and it feels like there's it's some kind of texture. But I would say maybe like a little bit of lime, and maybe something from like near like a cantaloupe or like the melon kind of area, because it's not the strong tropical fruits. It does have citrus, but it's not grapefruit pith. But yeah, just a really nice, kind of subtle, but lots of flavor.
And by the way, I guess you guys assume this, but if ever I send you guys a beer that you don't like for any reason, please let me know, because
Oh, good, thank God. I hate this beer. I didn't want to say it. No, this is honestly one of the best I've gotten.
Whoa,
This is super good.
Yeah.
wow. Okay, all right. I'm
Does
gonna.
anyone else get any grassy? Yes.
Oh yeah, I definitely got the herbal.
Yeah, a little
It feels
green.
more a little more old school, definitely than.
You
than
like
the new
like a
tropical
lawn.
hops.
No, like a lemongrass maybe. Something you use in cookings. And I don't know, it's a terrible description. I'm
Wheatgrass?
having to look at my little cheat sheet off to the side here for what terms I think are landing. I don't get mango. Was it you, Josh? You said mango?
A little bit, but when Scott said cantaloupe, that makes more sense to me. Like
Yeah.
it is more melony than mango-y.
Honeydew or cantaloupe, yeah.
Okay, here's my descriptor that I can't. My brain, as soon as I tasted it, I was like, "Ooh, grape pixie sticks."
Wow.
Okay.
I don't know. Last time I had one of those.
So not real grape, but the
Grape flavor.
fake.
Yeah.
Again, we're at vintage candy, but that's.
So it didn't take us long this time.
James, did you have one right before we recorded?
No.
Are you sure it's not cross contamination.
I haven't had one.
Those go straight up the nose. So
No, but I had this little taffy thing before we got started. I just wanted something sweet, and I was like, all right, what kind of candy is it going to be today? And it's great. But yeah, I get the grape pixie sticks thing because it's not straight up sugar.
No,
And it's not straight up grape flavor. You do like there's
a citric
something
acid
going on.
component. Or, there's a citric acid component along with the fruity flavor that it's kind of. It's just like in there. It's not like a natural fruit kind of thing to me. Maybe when Sean comes on, if he says grape pixie sticks, I'm gonna, and I'm not texting. You can see my hands. I'm not texting him.
Oh, I already did, so it's too late. No, the nice bitterness level though too.
Yeah.
Oh,
It goes really well with it.
I'm going to guess this one had some dry hops.
okay.
I mean, since that's what we're guessing today is going to be not
Right.
which hop, but
Right.
hopping level. It is crystal clear.
It's
though.
crystal
I mean,
clear, yeah.
oh yeah, the extra time in the fridge really
Yeah.
Yeah.
it worked. It was good.
Did anyone look at how much sediment was in the bottle before they moved it?
Yeah.
I moved these like you're moving fine china.
Mine were just in the kegerator back there. So, is it cheating to look at the sediment? There's in the first. Well, let's see.
I don't think so.
Yeah,
But
I don't see.
You bottle condition too, so
Yeah, I don't see any chunks. Oh, that's a good point, Scott. I did bottle condition with Susan helped me bottle, and I put one carbonation drop in each bottle should we switch to beer number 2? Are we ready?
Nah. Well,
I don't want to drink, because if we don't, I'm going to drink all of beer number 1 because I think it's pretty tasty. But
It is very good.
beer number
I'm super
2.
curious to try this one because I feel like the hop level in that one was fairly similar to the hop experiment beers, but maybe that's just my brain.
Okay, James, got to ding you on this. You overfilled my bottle.
What?
Saying be honest, you got a little too close to the cap.
That's Susan's fault. She's sitting on the stool on the floor with the bottling wand, and I've got the little auto siphon in the little jug at the top on the counter. Cheers, guys! By the way,
Cheers, fellas.
is this a little darker than the first one?
Yeah, mine's a
I
little darker.
think it is. Yeah.
It's a half a shade darker.
Yeah. Definitely.
You know, Ray Daniels said that that hops do add some color to the beer, and that color he said was red. This was many years ago.
oh, this one seems almost even more clear somehow.
Right? But I'm getting more. I think I'm getting more hot character off this. Maybe it's because there's less headspace, a little less oxygen. I don't know.
Sean is trying to join us again. Are you there, Sean?
I am here.
Yeah. Yes. You're behind. We've moved on to sample number 2. So feel free to go at your own pace.
Oh, so I get a pass on one.
No. You have
You
to
just get the shotgun number 1.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Stick a straw in the bottle, and then.
Well, if we're currently on 2, I suppose I will taste along.
Okay. Well.
I think the second one has more aroma.
Thank you.
I do too.
I'm drinking an entirely different beer from you guys.
What are you drinking, by the way?
Contractor's beer,
Oh.
American lager
Lager.
Cool.
from
Well,
that
and
brewery.
last time James did mislabel my beers, which is the only explanation.
What? No,
No, it does it every time.
that's not true. Chris got some. Sean, Chris's beers got destroyed at the Austin.
Oh, no.
At the Austin terminal, so he's not actually playing. He's just here for the company. He just loves us so much that he couldn't stay away.
Well, I just wrapped up a brew day, so this is perfect timing for me to have a beer.
Cheers.
What did you make?
It was an IPA.
I also made an IPA today.
Woo! My code word is Yachty. Just another damn IPA.
Yeah.
Anybody have any strong opinions on beer number 2?
I like it better than the first one.
You like it better?
I like the first one better.
Oh,
Yeah, I like the first one better too.
Oh, I mean, I like more aroma here, and I'm getting less of that herbal, more of the fruit.
Man, weird. So I feel the aroma I think is punchier on this one, but I think the flavor is more subdued on this one,
Agreed.
which seems counterintuitive, but
There's something, I haven't even sipped it yet, but something vegetal in the aroma, I think.
On number 2?
Yes, I am on number 2. I haven't even tried number 1.
Okay.
Oh, and then, well, that's not there in the flavor at all. Wow. Did somebody already say marmalade?
oh, no.
Is that another code word? Marmalade.
Do you get any sort of like
Rhymes with
purplish
H.
powdered
Get
sugar
Dixie
vibe?
sticks.
No
Yeah,
hints. No hints.
I do get that in the aroma, though, which power of suggestion, but it definitely does. There's a stronger aroma and a sweeter aroma.
Are we supposed to know what hops these are?
Oh, cashmere is the hop,
Oh, okay. It's all cat. Okay.
and it's brewed with the same base beer.
Well, then I don't feel bad at all because I was thinking that's got to be cashmere.
Oh, uh-huh. One of these has no dry hopping. One has half an ounce of dry hopping. The other has a full ounce of dry hopping, both for the same amount of time. All of them the same amount of time in the fermenter. It's just the amount of dry hopping
And
is the.
Is it the same total amount of hops?
Well, no. Well, the all three have the same amount of bittering hops, but then the non-dry hopped one has no additional hops. The one that had the 0.5 ounce of dry hopping had 0.5 ounce more, and then the one that had an ounce more had an ounce more. So,
and y'all still like the first one better? Because I'm getting allele on the first one now. Onions.
Ooh.
A little bit of
Wow.
a little bit of armpit.
When I opened the bottle, I got a little bit of that on 2, but of course I don't have a basis for comparison yet.
To me, number 2 is more harsh and
Yeah.
less
me
fruity.
too.
Less fruity.
I don't get that. Must be that overfilled bottle, James.
I think
I
so.
don't get
Adam, you're
armpit
naturally
at all.
harsh, so
That's true.
I would check your deodorant expiration date.
Yeah.
Yeah, to me, number 1, I still get fruity candy. Number 2 is more of a grassy. I do get a grassy component on number 2, and it's stronger flavored in kind of a harsher way. Am I alone in that?
No, I think I agree. Like it's really it's strange how different they are for what shouldn't be a huge difference.
or what you're tasting is like number 1 and number 3.
yeah,
It could
it's
be,
the-
yeah,
You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
they're so different because one's dry hopped with a full ounce,
yeah, and one has none.
one has nothing. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and so an ounce in like 3/4 of a gallon.
Basically, yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
Were those the numbers, James, when you and I were texting about dosage rates, and there was like the point of diminishing returns dosage level, and then there was the
Well, yeah, I think there was the theoretical discussion that we had, and then there was the realistic discussion or the realistic result that's how much hops I had left.
And why not?
So, I mean, I don't know what the math is, but
Yeah, and he's not doing grams. What are we?
Not anymore.
A lot of friends.
Yeah.
So, Sean, have you opened number 1? I mean,
I just did for observation pre-sensory. Well, I guess all observations are sensory, but number 1 was a gusher where 2 was not.
you're up in the
number one was a gusher. So you're at 2 miles above sea level. So you're playing with different rules.
So possibly, different hop amounts affecting that.
Oh well.
Yeah, more nucleation points, right? In debris.
I do not get that sort of mustiness off of number 1 that I did on 2.
Also, with a gusher, and if people feel like these are more different than they should be, contamination in one of the sub batches could be an explanation.
Yeah, when you dry hop
Or
it,
just or just that one bottle.
Right,
Yeah.
very small sample size.
Like a grain of sand could cause that.
when I think that I sanitize. I run these through the heated drying cycle of my dishwasher. So, I run no soap in the dishwasher, and then I run it through the heated drying cycle. So, and I measured this. The bottles are at least 170 degrees Fahrenheit for like 10 or 15 minutes. And when the heated drying cycle is done, you cannot pick them up. They're very hot. So they may not be sterilized. It's not an autoclave, but they are heat pasteurized as well as I can do.
yeah, it should be enough for our usage.
Yeah.
I think that should be sufficient.
Not saying that I couldn't send you guys a contaminated sample, but
I'm just
That's
saying
right.
all the possibilities, not like,
For
I've
education
drank
purposes.
James Spencer beers for years, and the number of contaminated beers that I can remember is 0. So, but I'm just,
Oh yeah, what happened to
Yeah,
yours?
I'm
I
just
don't think
thinking logically.
Yeah, he's never drank one of my beers. Okay.
I'm just thinking logically, which is why I'm universally hated.
I mean, and the shape of a bottle is sort of the worst possible scenario, where you have this very tight curve at the bottom, 90 degrees or even slightly more. There's a little bit of a punt at the bottom of the bottle. And if you're just trying to spray in from the top, relying on pasteurization alone, if there's some sort of biofilm or residue down there.
And I wash
Jeez.
I do wash my bottles. I have a little bit of an OCD issue.
I've never had a bad beer from you, James. I'm just saying.
Not that I have an OCD issue, and I'm very defensive. So
no notes of what else was in the dishwasher. No dinner from last night.
Oh yeah, there was a lasagna dish, but that was
okay. That's it. Lasagna.
So that came out looking perfect. So.
Okay. Any more
ricotta?
Any more thoughts on number 2 specifically that hasn't anybody catching anything that hasn't been discussed before we moved on to number 3?
I'm good.
No. Okay. All right. Number 3.
Who does number 2 work for?
Number 2 is less like what I think of as stereotypical cashmere.
Ooh. Okay.
Sorry,
So,
I know.
I like number 1.
Side note.
Yes.
Yeah. If you guys get the Enterprise bottle opener, even though it detaches, you can separate the saucer section. It does not work well.
Oh.
So I can't recommend it.
And you're just
all it can do is crash into a planet at that point.
Exactly. You're just going to crash it into the planet. Oh, this one has little to no head.
Here's my opener, Scott. Not fancy like yours, but
Oh, nice. It's always a contest. So.
It says Bigfoot, I believe.
yeah.
I think I can do this one just on color.
Now that I look at the first two,
I kind of agree.
The color difference is
It is. Yeah, it's definitely different than the other two. This is interesting.
Anybody have a difference on how's the foam on beer number 3?
All my foam is good.
Yeah, foams are great.
Yeah, mine pretty equal.
I think my second was the most carbonated because I was getting that little nucleation coming up from the bottom the whole time.
My foam
3 is coming out of the bottle just a bit.
My number 3 is all the foam is gone. All the foam is gone.
Oh, that's weird. Mine is
The sky
folded
is gray.
a quarter inch, just like it's perfect.
The presence of foam argues against any contamination because that's one of the first things to go usually.
And it also just could be your glass too, right?
This is the clearest of the 3 for me.
That's the clearest of the 3?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yes.
Oh, have I read the descriptor from? I haven't read the descriptor of cashmere from Yakima Chief this time. Alpha acid 7 to 10%. Released by Washington State University in 2013, cashmere is the daughter of Cascade, containing northern brewer germplasm through the male parent. It contains higher alpha acid content than Cascade and twice as much humulone, providing smooth bitterness and a mild citrus fruit aroma. Aroma profile, if you want to speak English, berry, grapefruit, grassy, herbal, and stone fruit.
Grassy, you say?
Yeah, number 3 is absolutely bright, just brilliantly clear.
Mm-hmm.
You could have told me that it was filtered, and I would believe you.
Metal.
Mine's kind of flat. I wonder, did I not put a carb tab in there?
Number 1 and number 3 are both crystal clear for me.
No, all 3 are about the same for me.
I also definitely held one of the bottles slightly ajar when I picked it out of the fridge. So that one could have been just the one that got stirred up.
Wait, I got mine
A jar or a skew?
I meant a skew.
I figured everyone was going to jump on that joke.
Yeah.
Well, that wasn't a joke.
When is a door not a door?
When it's a jar.
When it's a window.
There you go.
I mean, clarity, we're splitting hairs though. They are so similar. I keep like second guessing myself. It's like the eye doctor going back and forth between three different things.
Yeah, clarity wise, all three of mine were
Clear.
super clear. Number two is a weirdly different shade. I mean, I think number three is I think they're all three different shades, which is interesting.
Number 2 is substantially darker in color.
Yeah, agreed.
Well, not here.
Did you guys
See,
think
that's-
three? What was the color difference you guys said at the beginning? Because I'm not seeing it.
Really?
Lighter
So
or darker?
darker. Oh, not
Darker.
not
Okay.
darker, but
Boy, I wish I had a white
tanner.
background.
Is
Darker.
tanner a thing?
Amber?
Amber,
A
yeah,
little
just
more
like, but
melatonin.
just a shade more amber. Yeah, you can't see it on camera. I don't
Barely
think.
see it, yeah.
But here, it's just like a half shade different.
I can see that. Yeah.
I put mine on a white box background so I could see it.
I'm going to attempt to hold all three glasses at once on camera for all of you and make a terrible mess on my
But you gotta
computer.
get a guy to come clean your
Drop it.
basement.
Drop it.
I'm going to drink
Yeah,
them all at the same
hold
time.
it directly over your keyboard.
Yeah, the one closest to your watch looks lightest.
Yeah, that was number one.
Yeah.
Identical glasses
Yeah.
I have are these 3 stemless wine glasses that are so
Mm.
wide. I think you're supposed to sort of cup them in your hand. So I could not possibly do that.
I wonder if I did forget or just neglect to put the priming sugar in number 3 because it's like
It looks just even when you hold it up, it looks dead flat.
it's just still.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and all three of mine have some foam sitting on top.
Yeah,
of
I
them.
mean,
My
and the foam
number
is
3
sticking around.
climbed out of the bottle very
Okay.
slightly.
Yeah, well, thank goodness
As
I got
most
this
beers
one.
that come from sea level do.
Thank goodness I got this one.
So no, I don't think so. And 3 again, I have that mustiness in the aroma that I didn't get in 1, but did get in 2.
Yeah, I feel like I already figured it out.
Well, obviously we know you're right.
Yeah.
I mean,
I think I know what I think it is, but I might be exactly backwards, which would be bizarre.
I think I'm right, but I know I'm wrong.
Essentially, yes.
I know all 3 are different. That I can figure out.
Yeah, definitely.
Well done.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I'm just going to game theory it at the end.
So, have we talked about what we think about the flavor and aroma of number 3?
Again, a super solid beer. Again, I would drink this happily. To me, it's not as fruit forward and punchy as number 1, but it's ahead of number 2. You don't get the harshness from number 2, I don't believe. At least not in the same level.
Yeah.
I agree. I think number 2 is the strongest flavored, but not necessarily in a positive way.
So that would fit my my I would order that too. You come up with the same conclusion.
Do we have any more any favorites? Which ones are our favorites?
Number 1, like by a million miles away.
Yep. Agreed, Matt. Number 1, I think, was the best of the 3.
That's my least
Like,
favorite.
I want
I'm just
pints
trying to be
of that.
different.
I think your bottle caps are put on backwards, Adam. Something because I don't understand
Come
what
on.
you're saying.
Yeah,
That
the-
black mold getting in your sinuses.
That could be.
How much of that cleaner did you inhale?
That a lot. Like it got on my person. So
Yeah, I think number 1 was my favorite by
Right.
far.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
would.
number 3 is a close second, and number 2, I bet if I had it separately from these beers, I would love it, but it's
Yeah.
definitely my least favorite. Number 2.
Yeah, agreed.
So do we,
I think that number 2 has a clear oxidative character that I would question. Well, of course, we don't even know what they are yet, but I would question whether that's even related to the dry hopping or if maybe it's just something exogenous.
that's a $5.
I'm surprised how similar they are. I'm really struggling to guess which is which personally. But again, as
Really?
Matt pointed out and others, it could be the ambient stuff I'm inhaling in the air.
For those who
I don't agree with you. It's
for those majority of listeners who weren't on the pre-recording conversation, poor Adam had a water leak in his basement, and so has been trying to deal with that.
Yeah, I probably should have tasted these outside of the basement where I don't have chemicals and musty carpet and everything. That's my bad.
Right now, if anybody's looking around the Quad Cities for a head brewer job, Adam's about to poison himself. So,
Yeah.
Okay. Anybody want to have? I know what my guess is, and I think that we're gonna. Some of us are gonna agree. Anybody want to jump? Who wants to jump out there first?
Chris. Chris has to go first.
Coley, what do you think?
No, I'm going last to
Yeah, he's gonna game theory us.
Yeah,
game
next time
theory
you go
at the
first.
end. I'm just
I
gonna
got
pick-
mine. It's easy.
Go, Matt.
Number 1 is no dry hop. Number 2 is the full dry hop. And number 3 is the half dry hop.
I agree.
I got to agree too.
Disagree.
Oh,
I think it's exactly opposite of that.
It could
Is-
be.
If dry hopping works the way we believe it should work, the more dry hops you have in, the fruitier and fresher, like punchier flavor you should get. And I think number 1 was the fruitiest of these 3. Number 3 was second, and then number 2 to me is a fine beer, but it doesn't have the fruit, the kind of the fresh fruit character that the other 2 do.
I agree, but do you think it's a process thing and not a hopping
Could-
flavor thing?
It could 100% be.
So you're saying one is the most hops? Because I agree with you on that, Josh.
No, the opposite. Yeah, well, that's what you're saying, Josh.
That's what I
Josh.
think. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I agree with you, Josh, which is funny because you and I thought we were at disagreements, but yeah, I think we're on the same page. 1, I think, has the most. 2 has the least.
Yeah. Agreed.
3 is the mid.
And I'm with Josh, and I guess with Adam. Was
Okay.
that-
Why do you mean guess? Just because I have chemicals here.
Well, we all have broad Midwestern accents, and I'm having connection issues. So
Yeah.
So
Okay.
it's a 50-50 split.
yeah, we're split.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're split.
I'm going to go with the
well,
exact
except
opposite.
that everyone agrees on number 3 so far.
Not me.
No, everybody agrees on number 2.
Of course,
Yeah.
I think.
I'm not keeping notes.
No, I think number 2 is not dry hopped.
Agreed. Yeah. Oh, yeah. You're right.
Yeah,
Number
yeah.
3 is the middle.
I think
Yes.
we agree that number 3 is the middle.
Yeah.
Okay.
We will all be wrong.
Well, Colby's
So,
still,
Chris,
Colby's still.
tell us what it is.
It's the exact opposite of whatever you guys. Whatever puts me at the furthest guess from you guys. That's my pick.
You have 2 options that would make everyone wrong.
Yeah.
All right. Describe them, and I will pick one.
Well, that's not how it works. We're not supposed to tell you how you guess.
Well, you either
This time
pick
you
1,
haven't
2,
even
3,
tasted
or
it.
3, 2, 1.
Yeah, we.
I'll go with 3, 2, 1. There's a nice thing there.
Oh, okay. So,
Okay.
So you said that number 3 is no dry hops.
Sure.
Okay.
2 is the middle, and then 1 is the.
All right. I forgot to take.
Maximally
I
dry
forgot to
hops.
take notes, so I hope everybody remembers what.
We're fine. It's only 2 teams, so we're good. Number 3 is the middle,
Josh, Chris.
Okay.
so that's perfect.
Well, should we go with let's open number 3. Let's unveil number 3 the first. Okay, number 3 is 0.5. So it is number 3 is the middle.
Everyone,
Ah.
So,
except Chris.
but okay. So let's do number 1. Number 1, Matt, Scott, and I say that this is no dry hops.
Yeah.
And you other guys said, okay, this is no dry hops. No, it's not. So Scott, Matt, and I have guessed it.
Yeah. You guys are right.
So the home
And it
brewers
just came
win.
to me, maybe
You see, you labeled these wrong.
Maybe
Pros
it's
lose.
the,
Just to be clear, the pros all lose. The home brewers win.
nice.
For the
Maybe
audience
it's
at
the
home,
Is that we need to find a dry hopping process for you that does not introduce oxygen.
Well,
maybe it's the 9 days also. Maybe a 3-day would have.
but I think
Changed.
that Sean has it. I think that Sean
yeah.
has the key in that the one that has not had any hops introduced for dry hops in the homebrew setting where I could not purge, other than Matt, who has the stellar system where he can, isolate, all the system from oxygen. When I put the dry hops in to the other two, I introduced oxygen, and then I swirled it up in the beer.
Yep.
Because
that was my theory,
I was not here
that
for
it's a
the
process,
process
not a
discussion.
thing.
But I mean, even if I didn't swirl them up, I put them in, and then they would be just like floating on top. Would that be better? Then
no. I mean, maybe, but no. Eventually you want them to. You need them integrated in. So doing this in a 1 gallon glass jug is
not worth it.
Insane.
I would. Disagree.
You're better off doing
and get a
basic
stopper
brewing
back on it as soon as possible.
It's basic brewing. Yep.
It is
Literally.
basic brewing.
So Sean, give your opinion again. I think we missed it.
Well, I wasn't here for the process discussion, so
had you have known.
Disclaimer.
You literally stirred the fermenters?
Yeah. Because I wanted the hops to be
not with a spoon.
Swirled.
No, but swirled, not stuck anything in there, but drop the hops in the top, and then.
Well, I think the color difference alone on these beers tells the story on that.
Yeah, which is what I was going. I looked at the colors and they go into an order. And
were they?
The middle one
All
for me
I'm
was
trying
the
to say is I would have
cloudiest,
gotten this right if I had known.
Oh, okay.
That's what it's all about.
James, you shouldn't have to. Why'd you swirl? I'm curious. Why did you decide to swirl?
Because I wanted the hops to be in the beer,
and not just floating on top,
of in a half of them exposed. Just in I.
I had a incident once where I was on top of my 15 barrel fermenter, and I added hops, and I immediately, as soon as I added like maybe 4 ounces of hops, I realized I had forgotten to drop the yeast cone right before that. So I ran down the ladder, I dropped the yeast cone, full pellets of hops were coming out, which for whatever reason kind of surprised me. I was expecting like hops and pellets just kind of float on top, and you have to find a way to get them incorporated into the beer. But I actually immediately, some of the pellets went all the way to the bottom of the tank. As fast as I could get down from the ladder from the top of the tank, they were down at the bottom of the tank.
You know what? So, what I find weird about that, and maybe I just don't understand how physics works, but like when I dry hop a keg for like hop water and I put a full like muslin bag of hops in, that whole thing floats.
Yeah.
So if they were all heavy, that whole damn thing would drop like a rock, but it doesn't. So is it just like maybe individual pellets had like sticks and stems in them or something?
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I was surprised by that. I did not expect to open the bottom
metal bits
and have pellets coming out.
Well, I've seen in the whirlpool even farm to farm variations in how quickly hops will get integrated. Where I could have, Citra, I've brewed with a lot is the example that comes to mind. Some crop beers / farms will stay on the top of the whirlpool to the point that I have to manually stir them in, and some will just incorporate themselves within a couple minutes.
Yeah, and I wonder if that's depends on who was running the pelletizer that day, or because sometimes you get hops that are pelletized so hard that it takes them forever to break down, and some you throw them in and they instantly dissolve. So who knows? I mean, it is hit and miss. Like I get beers where I dry hop stuff, and I feel like it's instantly kind of incorporated, and some that you get where they just decide they want to float. And I think it's maybe variety to variety, but I think a lot of it is like
none of us is brewing at a scale where we have homogeneous hops. It could be even north versus south facing hill on the same hop farm. Even for the same crop year.
Well, generally when I dry hop, I use a bag, and then I have all these glass beads or these glass marbles that I sanitize and put in there with the bag, and that pulls and I tie a knot right above, where the hops are in the bag, and that, the weight of that glass pulls everything down below the surface of the beer.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't have that here. I just had this narrow opening. So my thought was, there's a blanket of CO2 above. This is a just fermented beer. There's a blanket of CO2 on top of the beer. If I swirl it around, plus I swirled around the freshest tasting beer as well. So Chris, do you have any thoughts about that from a physics standpoint? It seems like you wrote an article at some point or about the layer of CO2 resting above a I apparently made a peace sign and balloons went up all around me. So
helium, not CO2.
But do you have any thoughts around that, Chris?
Yeah, well, one thing, like before that, I would say when hops are pelletized, they're broken up and they're pushed through a die, right?
Mm-hmm.
But there's a binder, isn't there? It's not just the hops adhering to themselves, or am I wrong?
No, I think it's just the oils
It's just the hops. They don't add a binder. I've seen the pelletizing process.
Okay.
They just feed in and it's a lot of heat to keep it together. I mean, these pellets come out, they're too hot to touch.
Yeah, not as much as it used to be. I think 140 Fahrenheit is about.
I mean, maybe this was a smaller hop manufacturer processor near me.
I saw a presentation at a conference a couple years ago where they were talking about how those standards have sort of been refined over the years.
Yeah, and I think that's kind of where hop creep sort of popped back up, is the heat from the pelletizing process. Everybody's like, "Hey, drop it," because you're breaking our oils down, and then once you drop that heat down enough, some of those enzymes stayed alive, and then that's when hop creep became a thing again, or for the first time. I'm not sure, but
interesting.
It's definitely a thing you have to take into consideration now.
Huh.
Oh, I have two questions.
The floor goes to Scott.
Oh, so did you open the fermenter of the one with no hops?
Oh, no, I don't think I did not. Good point.
So the other ones had a little possible oxygen to get in the thing. And was the fermentation finished when you dry hopped?
Yes. Well, I think it was mostly finished. I brewed on. It
was pretty close to.
I pitched on the 7th. I dry hopped on the 12th.
And so there could have been hop creep in both of those beers.
In theory, yeah, I guess. Yeah.
Are you saying Josh and Sean and I are just really sensitive to oxidation? Us pro brewers.
That's why
oxidation.
That's why I made the distinction.
You still guessed wrong. So
hey, I'm a pro brewer, not a pro taster.
Wait, but you're a Cicerone.
Hey.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Wait. He's gonna get his license.
No, you're a Cicerone. It's a very different thing.
You're a Cicerone, really?
I am.
Oh,
we're gonna revoke your certification after this.
I know. Come on, cut this out. Cut it out.
Pretty sure Ray Daniels doesn't listen. So,
I mean, so we learned from listener Tyler that this is probably not a good process going forward for hop samplers, right? Or Trevor.
Well, was it Trevor? I can't. Oh,
Trevor, I
think it was Trevor. It was actually Clayton. Sorry, Clayton. So this is a discussion, and maybe we should table it. I don't know if you guys have time to stick around and sample another beer while we continue this discussion. But maybe let's talk about how we do the next round.
Yeah.
So next beer.
Yeah,
I think I have some input.
So let's hit stop now. So this has been a successful experiment in that we have a result. It has been unsuccessful in that the dry hopping in this particular situation under these current constraints did not improve the beer.
Yeah.
Agreed?
In our opinion.
Agreed.
Yeah. So
And
I don't
further,
think it.
I was just going to
Well,
say, sorry.
I think
further,
it made the
Go ahead.
beer hoppier,
did
but
it?
I don't think it. But I think it muted the hop flavor.
Yeah. Not in a good way.
Not in a good
Yeah.
way, not in a tastable way.
Yeah.
But I know that there is one way you could dry hop without oxidation in a 1-gallon jug. I
Oh.
don't think it's worth doing.
Oh, stay
The
tuned.
only. All right, well, I mean, I just have one
I also
process.
have thoughts, but I guess we're going to save this for the.
Yeah, you got to pay for it. You got to pay for it.
It's James doing it though, so it is worth it because we don't have to do anything. We just assign it to him.
That's right.
So this is a sign up for the Patreon to get the thrilling conclusion
that's
to this
right.
conversation.
Yeah,
Look, I'm in marketing. I know how this works.
and we can swear in the
No,
pay
you
version,
can't
right?
swear in the thing. You make me
Dang
work.
it.
You're making me work hard. Okay.
Darn it.
All right, let's go around the horde. Very quick promo on what's happening in your worlds. Adam Ross, Twinspan Brewing, Bettendorf, Iowa.
Oh, geez, you put me first. We've got a bunch of nonsense seltzers coming out that people are going crazy for, and then we have a bunch of lagers and IPAs that I'm actually kind of proud of that are on the horizon.
Chris Colby, Iron Bridge Ice House Brewing in Bastrop, Texas.
April is poem of the day month, and I'm going to torture the out of anyone who reads my Facebook account. A literal poem a day from me.
Oh,
All right. Matt Giovanisi from Brew Cabin and Swim University.
Well, if you want to pull, it's coming up. Pool season's coming up. But I have 2 videos dropping within a week or so. One is about using finger limes in a Mexican lager. The other one is about making cask beer at home.
Ooh.
And then I have a third video, and I may pull it out in the I made a puppet that looks like a hop monster, and so that's going to appear in a future video as well.
Ooh.
So stay tuned for that.
And you've got arguably probably the best books on hot tubs maintenance and
The best books on water chemistry.
there you go. Whether it's hot tubs
pools and
or
hot tubs.
pools. Seriously, I mean, he's selling.
Can
books.
you cool down a firkin by floating it in your pool?
Yes.
Okay, there we go.
Okay.
Combine the two into one process.
That's chapter 7.
Chapter 7. Yeah, real ales and
You might
pools.
want to cap that valve first.
Yeah.
Be careful of your bung. Sean Terrell of 2 Mile Brewing in Leadville, Colorado.
If it's too hot in Denver, it's a great time to be in Leadville.
Oh, excellent.
It is.
Josh Secor finally of no wait, well you got Scott, but Josh Secor of Gambit Brewing in St. Paul, Minnesota.
We've always got new interesting beers coming out. I've got a dark mild on tap that I think is killer right now. An English golden ale with some marmalade that'll be out in probably by the time this episode comes out. And if you would like a cocktail or a glass of wine, we are now a brew pub. So come and just bring your wife, bring your grandma, bring your girlfriend, bring them all at the same time.
Or
The wife
boyfriend,
and
or
the girlfriend,
or
and the-
cousin, or whatever, whoever you want to bring in.
Cousin, sure. Yeah,
Of legal
whatever you guys
age.
do in Arkansas is fine with me.
Also, Josh, I hear you have a pretty good alt beer on.
The
right?
alt beer, yes, we do have the black alt beer on tap that is, yeah. It's
We do too. Fancy
You do?
that.
Huh. Maybe there'll be an episode about that. Who knows?
Yes, please. Scott Housel, who's have you brewed the masher like beer yet?
no, but I'm getting the ingredients soon. So the trouble is mixing Belgian and lager and strong and not making a Stella. But I got some ideas, and I got some crazy flambic ideas of how you take a 2-liter bottle and make some different flavorings and get a very small amount of beer, but with rhubarb and ginger and I think strata. I think I'm going to go for a lambic style with strata dry hop.
Hell yeah.
Nice.
I'm into all of the things you just said. That
Yes.
sounds awesome.
Yes, please.
And Josh's Space Ghost White Ale clementines. I found notes that I wrote and clementines. So send me some dark milds.
Will do.
Oh, okay. All right. Thanks, guys. To be continued. Cheers.
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 Thanks again to everybody. In the bonus content, we discuss how to change the dry hopping method to make it work for small batches. And among other things, we discuss the pros and cons of offering flights of beers in tap rooms. It was a fun chat. If you have brewing questions, show suggestions, or just want to say howdy, write to james@basicbrewing.com or just fill out the contact form at basicbrewing.com. And please don't forget to tell us where you're from. Check out our mobile-friendly shop at basicbrewingshop.com, where you can order our Brewers Logbooks. They're in stock, along with our DVDs. Thanks to everybody supporting us through our Patreon page. Special goodies coming your way. Check that out at patreon.com/basicbrewing. That's all until next time. Until then, thanks for listening, everybody. I'm James Spencer. Production help for Basic Brewing Radio and our website is provided by Kelly Dodson. Basic Brewing Radio is a production of Active Voice, and we'll talk to you next time, everybody. In the meantime, stay well and stay tuned. So long.